Hey Bills, today we are playing Treasure Adventure game, and the creator of this game, there's a legend from old times, when the islands of the world were all one continent, and people had created huge cities with science and magic. It tells of an evil demon who despised magic and those who used it. He descended from the heavens in an attempt to eradicate every last ounce of magic on the earth, covering it in darkness and death. In the midst of this chaos, a young wizard's apprentice named Pigeon believed he would make a stand against the raging demon. Through ingenuity and strong will, he acquired 12 magical enchanted items, each of which gave him a better chance of overcoming the demon. The battle between the two foes finally ensued. It was legendary, where narrowly defeated the arcane creature. However, in the desperate dying move, the evil demon struck at the core of the earth, causing vicious earthquakes and tidal waves. When everything finally calmed, the world was no longer contained but an island as it is today. On the chance that the evil creature could return someday, the young wizard hid the 12 enchanted items around the world, hoping that should the need arrive, they could be used by future savior. As far-fetched as it may sound, this legend inspired me to become an archaeologist and make it my life. It feels like only yesterday that my adventurer friend, his young son, and I sailed across the world to find these artifacts. But this story isn't about the journey. Okay. So... yeah, we are an architect, the person saying this was an architect traveling the world to find these pieces. And it's a game by Stephen Orlando. It's a throwback to old adventure games, as I understood. So, yeah, that's great. Got a lot of pictures, a lot of adventure, fighting pirates. Alright, so we're soon to begin our adventure, our treasure adventure. Alright, yeah, come on. Yes, there's some ghosts, see that? Treasures too. It's okay. Sea creatures. Might. Then it's treasure adventure time. Okay. What do you say we turn back before the storm sends us to the watery grave? We've been on this journey for over a year, and we've found all 12 artifacts. We've been hugely successful. Now I can build my museum, and we can kick back and enjoy our retirement. You're right. We've been very lucky so far, and that's why we must continue. You're the one who first told me the legend of the 12 artifacts. Isn't it also true that the legend speaks of a temple which only the wielder of the other 12 artifacts can access? The legend says that the temple holds an ancient secret, and the one who learns it will gain immense power. We have already been able to map out its probable location. We are so close. That's all superstitious nonsense. These items don't have any actual magical power. But you're right. According to my best research, we are very close, if it even exists. If it does, it will be very interesting to study. Alright, let's continue. But if the weather gets worse, we're heading for the nearest shore. Or harbor, maybe. A crow. Bonk. That looks like a right place to me. The temple should stand somewhere in this island. Just think that as soon your mass museum hosts all 12 of the legendary artifacts, it will be acclaimed by our archaeologists and historians the world over. And who knows the treasure we'll find in this temple. We're so close. The only reason I have even entered the notion that this place exists is in thanks to you and your son for all of our help in my quest. There are hardly any known references to the temple, but this does appear to be the right place. Everything I have read about it speaks of danger, curses, and evil. You know I don't buy into that kind of nonsense, but I still think we need to be very cautious. Come on, Tom. You can't stay in the boat in this weather. You're going to have to come with us. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. Remember, son, you were born for adventure. There is a lot of cutscene stuff here. Oh, we actually control the sun. Okay. Off, we're in. Okay. Hero, savior, friend. Hey kid, don't wander too far. It looks like the temple entrance is that way, though. Oh, that was the other guy, sorry. Or was it? Yes, it is. Hey kid, don't wander too far. It looks like a temple entrance is that way, though. Come on, Gagwin. It looks like your son is more excited about this adventure than you. And you're walking way too slowly. This has got to be the entrance to the temple. Think you can pick that lock, old man? Piece of cake. Okay, let's take it easy in here. Okay, let's take it easy in here. We don't know what to expect. Follow me, son. Don't worry. I'll keep you safe. Boom, boom, boom. Wake up, child. Do you remember what today is? Come outside. I have something for you. Yeah. And we can't really choose to not go outside. He was moving by himself. I would have explored, but he was moving. Okay. Now we got some color at least. Yeah, this is a treasure adventure game, and I like how the locks are swinging on the doors. But yeah, and I just finished my first exam today at my study. I got a grade 10, 12 the best one in Denmark, and the 10. It is like a A+ in the US or a B in the Europe scale. So quite good grade, I think, and I'm pretty happy with it. So what else got to say? Almost 10 years ago this day I found you on my doorstep. You were bruised and hurt, but was able to nurse you back to health. Having you around these last 10 years has made me a happy old woman. Oh. But I have always known that your destiny will be catch up with you. You were born for adventure, and now that you have come of age, it's time for you to discover your true calling. No, I don't know what your true calling is. That's why I bought you this old boat, so you can figure that out for yourself. I know it's not much, but it's reliable, I think, and that's what I was told anyway. With a few small touches, I bet it will take you to the end of the earth. I'll kill you. Go ahead, try it out. It's not like I'm pushing you to move away from home now. Actually, I'm pretty tired of you. You're never doing anything but sleeping. You look like a natural sailor. Well, I guess you can't be called a sailor without a sail. Before you go too far, please stop by the house and see me one last time. I have something else I want to give you. Okay. You can say it out and... That was not very far. We could get there. We got a something. Inventory, okay. And the modern calendar. The great cataclysm occurred after the evil demon was defeated by the hero Jonas. Sorry. The demon used the last of his energy to strike the core of our planet, causing great tumult and chaos. Up to that point, all the land on the planet consisted of one large continent, surrounded by an endless ocean. After that cataclysm, the continent broke apart into many islands, as it is to this day. Yes, we know this. Got some sort of hoop. Ah, it's not that it can shoot me actually. Come on, you bastards! You'll never get me. But those will. For some reason, we need some big blue orb to save our gang. Not really great visual cueing there. Ha! You wish. Why are there stuff in the air? Propellers everywhere. Let's check out this island first. We got a toilet. And hinting to a great underground place. There isn't really great cueing to what I can touch and what I can't touch in this place. But overall it looks okay, very nice. You need to get a little used to the controls. They are old school and very... I've never missed the show! Okay. It's so witty! Leave me alone. I'm listening to the Fun and Rest show on the radio. If I missed anything exciting, I would be really upset. For some reason he's looking at the back of the TV. I know, it's just because it's TV. You need to know it's TV so you need to watch it. I know, I'm not stupid, but... Good morning.
Eric was up early and he was looking for you. But I'm not sure where he got off to. Unlike his lazy father and twin brother, he actually enjoys the outdoors.
Okay, if you say so. Wherever you are. Do I know you? Can we like enter this thing? Is there anything I can do for you? I can think of a thing or two. That was a woman, wasn't it? I was no. Looked like a woman with long hair. I'm not sure. Learn to tell time. The earliest studies of time were able to use the position of the sun and moon to determine the time of the day. Blah 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 blah. This one, this house, TV is standing right. So I might be able to go down one of these anyways. Ah yes, I don't know why I couldn't do that before. So now we are stealing all the life savings. Why not? I've got another one over there, and we can do that by lining things up. Anything new for me, honey?
Good afternoon. Have you run into Eric by any chance?
Yeah, I know. Nope. This one's locked. 6 to 50 HDs. Let's check this out first, and then we can see. We're gonna learn to plant or something, since there's these plants everywhere. Hey kid, can I help you find? Hey kid, can I help you find something? Yeah, your dignity. You like that hat? It's called a baseball hat. I have no idea why though. There's only 100 coins. You don't have enough coins? You right now? Feel free to browse, but please don't touch anything. That must be the guy. I want to explore this cave, but there's dangerous animals in there. If I had a hook hand like yours, I wouldn't be afraid though. If they got close to me, I'd just swing my arm at them. Okay. No money! Almost easy. Okay. Good thing we have a hook hand. An unexplained hook hand. I guess it's because of something I found in that start. Yes. Hey kid!
It's good to see you. What are you doing all the way up here? How's Grandma doing without me around? Same.
Why do you want to explore the cave with Angelo Island? Good thing we got a boat with us. Hey, this looks like it. And maybe, just maybe, that means that it's under here that the thing is. It's under the museum. Of course. I feel I should have went left first because we got that whole island where I died first. Good thing I got a boat that automatically appears whenever I'm jumping into the water. Maybe we should go back. We need to talk to the grandma too, and we need to explore the other side. Hey. Okay, fish is not friends, apparently. Shouldn't the waves come like on the both sides of the boat? When you're jumping, you're pressing the whole boat down. So it shouldn't be like one person jumping into the water. It should be like the boat. Anyway, let's just get back to our grandma. Okay, it opens by specific times. I see. So this door is closed now, but if we jump through here, we can still... Leave me alone. I'm listening to the... Okay, so he's just still listening to it, even though he's asleep. Okay, I get that. And you're just standing there waiting. Okay, just so you can get to bed, I will allow you to speak to me. All those years ago, when I first found you barely alive in the doorstep, you had this map wrapped around you like a blanket. It wasn't a very good blanket, so you don't remember anything that happened to you before that day. This map is the only clue to where you came from. You should take it to Grandpa Rundu. He was once a sailor, you know. He's made himself scarce lately, but I happen to know what he's... Yeah, I know. I've been there. Bring a map to him. You got the unknown treasure map. Oh yeah. And the moon looks weird, and we are all happy. Come on, let's do this. Ooh, you gave more cards. Good job. Not good job. Not job. Welcome to Smaller Island. Ooh, there is actually waves out here. Why? And I start again. Why? One more time. Why would you start giving me a boat so I can go this way before no, we can't do that. But now we need to go back for some reason. And that's not cool. That's not cool. And now it's raining. Ugh. And that's it. And we got over here. And stay again. And we're happy. And you're happy. And we're happy. And you're happy. And hey there! Your grandma tell you that she bought your boat from me. You may have noticed, but it's a very special boat. When I was working for Global Corp years ago, I developed new technology that allowed us to shrink large objects to the size of a single pixel and then back again. So although it looks like a simple boat, it's really quite advanced. You can carry it in your pocket when you're not using it. Need that? Yeah. That explains it, at least, I guess. Let's visit Grandma. Gotcha. And now we can climb this thing as it was meant to be. And this time we got the coin. And we lost one coin. That's okay. But the worst ish. And here we are.
Hey kid, it's good to see you. What are you doing all the way up here? A map? Let me take a look at it. Why did my wife hide this from me when she found you? But it looks like a type of sea chart. It shows the location of an island that don't have a compass, but it looked like this map is pointing to the island just east of here. So to the right. This island has always been uninhabited in the past. Someone recently built a museum on it, however, and I think you were right about that. That's where the thing is, the temple. I'm not sure if you're going to find anything worthwhile, but you should check out that island. Good luck, kid. If you see Grandma, tell her I'm doing well. But I ain't. Let's sail over there, let's sail over there, let's sail over there, let's sail. Let's sail over there, let's sail over there, let's sail over.
Hi, will you come stay with you? Not open yet. The greater package.
Aha!
Build his face himself. He's an archaeologist who has been traveling world treasures. I've waited at least 2 years for this museum to open. I've been to the museum of Jonas' city so many times. It bores me.
Hey kid, here to see the museum? Well, unfortunately it's still under construction. You have a map which led you here, you say? May I see it? Where did you find this map? Interesting. Say kid, do you ever remember meeting me before? Never mind that. Listen kid, I'm going to help you out. You seem like an adventurous type. Have you ever thought of being a treasure hunter? What am I saying? Look at you. You don't even have the 3 essentials of adventuring. You don't know what the 3 essentials of adventuring are? That's precisely why you won't get anywhere without my help. I just happen to have the first essential of adventuring in the basement here in the museum. If you go down and get it, it's yours. The elevator in the back room will take you down. Why would it take me down? Why will it take me down? I don't want to be taken down. Be careful. I have an intricate security system in place. Just watch your step and you should be fine. Once you have the first essential of adventuring, I'll tell you where to find the rest. Progress save. Okay. I should have hit it there or...
What? A surprise I'm talking about? We parents do not to be talkers. I can explain it all later. So hello already.
I got trapped down here by the accident.
I got lost and couldn't get out.
I'm scared.
Yeah, lost and scared. So go to the leader over there. Let me know.
Hey. What lever over there? You got a paper hat.
Once again for helping me out, kid. I'm not scared of you. If you don't know, then just follow you.
Okay. Good, and then we can go up again. Come here, Betty. I see you retrieved the first essentials of adventure. A hat. Without a hat, no treasure hunter can be taken seriously. That hat used to belong to a good friend of mine. I have a feeling you'll do him proud. What the... Hey, where did that bird come from? He was trapped in the basement? That's strange. Well, please be sure to take him with you when you leave. He looks dirty. Now, what was I saying? Oh yes! Still need 2 more essentials of adventuring. The last 2 essentials are a compass and a sail. A compass will allow you to efficiently use charts and locate treasure, and you'll need a sail for your boat to travel long distances through rough waters and the wavy bits. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those items here. They are not entirely uncommon. With a little ingenuity, I'm sure I can find them. When you get both items, return here and I'll teach you how to be a great treasure hunter.
Oh yeah! Thanks for getting me out of that place! You're an adventurous kid. I like that.
Listen, I might be able to help you get a compass and a sail. If you'll let me tag along, I'll help you.
You're all I can! Oh, and I'm quite handy when it comes to adventuring, treasure hunting, and play.
This might be a little too easy, but what we should start our search by stopping in the general store. We're sure to find a compass or sail, maybe even both.
You have not been good at it. I think there's a 6 to 15 star invest here.
Let's go.
Oh, one more thing.
If you ever need some advice, just press up and action to ask.
Okay. Another ball!
This way to Angel Oak Island.
Okay, so the other adventurers, they were like moving 50 meters or so for the adventure. It's great, isn't it? Hey, you! Oh my, you're late. Just get home and go to bed. I don't know why they keep changing voices. I'm not really good at having those keeping the same voices. Now. I could just rub it. I like how they're getting more coin now. Hey, that was a bad one. Good, let's just jump up here and then we need to jump to our left to get to the building. Whee! Okay, we can do that. I like how there is 2 moves. Is this Tatooine?